Good evening and welcome to ATV News. I'm Charity Pepazani. Here are your top stories this Wednesday. Firstly, everyone at ATV News would like to say Happy Independence Day to all Zambians. On this day in 1964, President Kenneth Kaunda came to power and Zambia gained independence from the British Crown. To commemorate Zambian Independence Day, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II has congratulated Zambia through President Michael Sata. Her Majesty said, "It gives me great pleasure to send Your Excellency my congratulations on the celebrations of your National Day, together with my best wishes for the happiness and prosperity of the Zambian government and the people of Zambia." British High Commissioner James Thornton, in delivering the message, also extended his congratulations to the President and the people of Zambia. Staying with Zambia, businesses and families across the country are continuing to prepare for the rebasing of the kwacha currency at the start of 2013. It was announced last January that the kwacha would have 3 zeros removed in a bid to make it easier for foreign investors to participate in the economy. Some people are concerned as all commercial banks and accounting systems need to change their systems in readiness for the rebasing by 30th November 2012. Joining us to discuss this issue is Given Muroiwa, who's in Lusaka. So Given, how is the mood among the Zambians ahead of the rebasing?
The mood is actually very good because everyone is accepting what will happen. They are expecting a lot with the rebasing of the kwacha. What the Bank of Zambia has started doing right now is to sensitize the different masses. They have started with Livingstone, now they're in Wapula. They are currently running this promotion country. They need to tackle all the different areas.
So do you think that, the 30th of November is really close? Do you think they'll be able to deal with all the other systems before?
Not all the banks will manage because they need a lot of resources for them to make their systems compatible with the rebasing of the kwacha. Like, for example, Stanchart have actually invested 5 billion into the rebasing of the kwacha. Zanaco, they have invested about 2 billion. So you find some other banks haven't had a chance to do their budget as well. So it will take a process.
What problems do you foresee with a new currency being set up?
Okay. The Bank of Zambia has just released the notes, the ones that we'll be using starting January 2013. But we'll start using coins, and the ATM machines, they won't be able to use coins. So it will be a bit tricky when I want to get a smaller denomination.
How will this make it easy for foreigners to participate in the economy?
It will actually help them because with the 3 zeros being removed, it will mean our currency will have more power. You don't need to carry a lot of money for you to make any transaction. Like what the Bank of Zambia has done is, instead of having the 50,000 kwacha note, we'll be starting from 100 kwacha up to 1 kwacha note. Then have those coins which we'll start using.
How will the rebasing affect ordinary citizens?
They will be very affected, especially I feel a situation of negatively affecting especially the commoners, the survivors and the trendies. Some of them who are not educated, it will be very hard for them to accept this.
Given, do you see this as a positive step which the Zambian government is making?
It is a positive step, even though it has got its own repercussions, because some business investors don't want to invest in Zambia because the economy right now, it's looking a bit shaky because they are not sure what will happen after the rebasing of the kwacha. Right now, as I am speaking to you, the dollar has just gone up to 5,300 kwacha.
As we're celebrating the Zambian Independence Day, is this a thing to be celebrated as well?
I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a positive stride, actually.
Given, thanks for joining us. The daughter of former Zambian Community Development Minister Michael Kaingu has been convicted by the Lusaka magistrate over her pornographic films. Magistrate Prince Mwinga found Iris Kaungu guilty of making offensive films and has convicted her of the charge. Sentencing will be this Thursday. Iris allegedly made obscene films with another person between December 2010 and November 2011. In July, Iris, a former Zambia Center accountancy student, was charged with one count of producing pornographic films which magistrates believe would corrupt Zambian morals. In Zimbabwe, a 45-year-old man has been sentenced to death for the horrific murder of his ex-lover's son in 2010. Michael Nia was found guilty of the brutal murder of 9-year-old Blessed Msebele at Bulawayo High Court. He killed Blessed and set his body on fire because he was angry that his lover had left him, the court heard. Nila fled to Botswana after the horrific murder and then to South Africa. While he was there, he was apprehended by the boy's uncle, who took him back to Zimbabwe. Nila pleaded not guilty to the murder, but he was convicted by Justice Kamocha, who condemned him to death by hanging.
Good evening, I'm Michael Mambo with tonight's sports news. With the Asia-Gate match-fixing scandal still dominating the news, many will have forgotten that the Castle League Premiership returns in Zimbabwe this weekend. The country is still in mourning after the national side failed to reach next year's Africa Cup of Nations. So, football fans will be looking forward to the league's return, and the big match this weekend sees Dynamos, who sit at the top of the table, take on second-place Highlanders in Rufaro. The match on Sunday should be a thriller and could go a long way to deciding the destiny of the championship. After all, Dynamos only leads Boso by 2 points. And this is a must-win game for either team. Sticking with Dynamos, it has been announced they will now play FC Platinum in the semi-finals of the Mbada Diamonds Cup. There's been confusion as the PSL chief executive had originally said Dynamos would meet Cape United in the semi-finals. There are suggestions that the sponsors had been hoping that Dynamos would be facing Highlanders in the final, but Boso lost the match to Monomtapa in the last round. Now it appears that the most exciting final will be between Cape United and Dynamos. In Zambia, Napsa Stars have dismissed their coach and trainer Patrick Piri and Fred Nasilele following a string of poor results. Assistant coach Peter Kaumba will act as coach until the end of the season, assisted by Ivan Sakala. Piri is now the 9th coach in the Super Division to be sacked so far this season. A record of just 9 wins in 27 games was his downfall. And finally, just 7 months after suffering a near-fatal heart attack, Fabrice Muamba has got married. The footballer, originally from Democratic Republic of Congo, married his fiancée, Shona, in a castle in the northwest of England. Back in March, Muamba collapsed on the pitch at Tottenham Hotspurs and was technically dead for 80 minutes before a miraculous recovery. At the wedding were fellow footballers and many of the medical staff who saved Muamba's life. That's all for tonight.
In the world of Zimbabwean hip-hop, one rapper is making strides to change the image of his country and to tell the stories that are often not reported. Cynic, whose real name is Gerald Mugwenyi, is a talented and respected artist, nominated 4 times for Zimbabwean Hip Hop Awards. His first album, Sin City, has been released as a free download, and is getting a lot of attention.
Who you know killing the syllables? I'm lyrically sick since they cut umbilical. Knew I was destined to spit. Y'all was looking for the illest. Cynic is it, and I'm from that sin city where them criminals is. Reporting live from the avenues of right at the pulse, seeing the life that your moms used to warn you about. In my chucks that I got for $10 down in body, I ain't scared to walk in any spots in Harare. Don't pop foes, but it's possible to get smacked right slow to dodge potholes. That's where we at. I got the city in my heart, and so I carry it. Plus I got peoples in each and every one of the areas. My identities with high propensities for fine to the burbs. The dudes thinking that everything is fine. Sin City got many different faces. Let me show you the speeches. Non-fiction is the life that we go through.
Today's photo of the day has been awarded to Kelvin Mandemati. You could appear on our screen if you send your pictures to our ATV Facebook page. Thank you for watching, and from us here at ATV Studios, Happy Independence Day, Zambia.